Residents in Kutlwanong Township in the Free State have expressed both shock and amazement at the arrests made in relation to the provincial asbestos corruption. This follows Wednesday's arrest of several key figures in the multi-million rand asbestos corruption saga. Newsroom Africa's Tumawole Muhlaudi is in Kutlwanong Township in the Free State, and he joins us live. Now Tumawole, you've been covering the story for quite a while, and today you've gone back to the people who are directly involved in this particular asbestos saga. What has been the reaction on the ground? How are people feeling regarding these arrests?
Well, absolutely. The mood on the ground is still one of disbelief and absolute amazement. People are saying that, they did not think that this day would ever come, because for the longest while there seemed to be almost a sense of those doing wrong were doing it with impunity, and that they were above the law. This was the feeling from those who felt dejected, who felt rejected and even forgotten because the promises of the asbestos eradication, which later then also became an issue of housing delivery, had been left by the wayside for so long, with no consequence with those behind the matter. And now, earlier this month, I came out to Kutlwanong Township, a section called K9, where I met Mesana Peter. And just to illustrate exactly where this matter goes to, it speaks to the heart of it. We are sitting right now on a slab of concrete where her RDP house that she was supposed to have received was supposed to be constructed. This was in 2012, and since then all she has received is a slab of concrete. We are sitting on that right now. Let me just get reaction from Mesana Peter to give you a sense of how she's feeling. Mesana, we ikutlwa jwang ka ditaba tsa hore bao ba ne ba le ka mora ntwe ya asbestos le corruption ya housing ba tshwere?
Utlwa ke thabile haholo ha le mo ba tshwere batho ba gore ba ke be mohlala wa batho ba bang ba etsang ntho tse sa lokang bathong ba bang, ba ska ba bulelwa ba fuwa le beili ba dule mo.
Ha ba tshwere jena o na le tshepo ya hore mohlomong ntlo eo o no e tshepisitswe e tla be e phethagala?
Jalo ka ba tshwere jalo e tla phethagala jalo, hobane batho ba nang le botsotsi ba sa le ba tlositswe moo, ba tla beuwa bone mpe be batho ba tshepahalang ba tla re etsetsa ka botshepahalo. Ke leboha haholo ha ile mo nthono mo fumanehile ba fumanehi ba, hobane re tlamehile re thuse setjhaba ha re le batho. Re ska dumella dintho tse sa lokang re dipate mpa ntse re bona hoba re batho ba batsho, re tlamehile re utlwisetsane bohloko, tlamehile re utlwelane bohloko hobane re batho ba batsho. Ha o bona ntho ka mohaisano ha o se hantle, o tlamehile o bue, o ska dula ka ntho e sa lokang. Ke lebohile haholo ke ntho e ntseng ke ntate Zondo ka ntho e hlahisitse e ne nja ga sokola, ke ntho e kgolo ka re ba ka bona mohlala ho yena ho ya pele a dula tshwere jwalo. Modimo a mo fe matla, mo ekeletse kaofela le batho ba sebetsang le
that was Sana Peter, and Sana Peter, 61-year-old pensioner, just expressing her emotion at the news of the arrest, saying that, of course, she did believe for the longest while that the day would never come where she would see those in power being held to account, and that she is very glad that she spoke out, that her story, in part, of course, the Commission has been doing great work in terms of trying to investigate and find the root of the corruption in many of the state-owned enterprises when it comes to the issue of state capture. But she believes that she must send a message to the Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo for the great work that he's doing at the Commission, saying that she feels that has led in some part to these arrests, and that she said something that was very poignant there, saying that it hurts very much to see that a black-led government, people who are meant to support their own are those who are behind the corruption that leaves those who are waiting and expecting to get some assistance because they don't have the means to do it for themselves. They are the ones who are suffering on the ground. So that's just the emotion that is being expressed by Ms. Sana Peter, and that can be echoed out for many of those who were meant to be beneficiaries of this housing asbestos removal project that are still waiting to this day to receive what was promised and what was initially set out to be theirs and never saw the light of day as far as they're concerned.
I'm wondering, Dumawole, is there a sense of hope in the community? Are the community members still perhaps expecting those houses to be built, or have they given up at this point?
Well, Tammy, there's a sense of both. You get a sense that many of the community members, some of the residents that I spoke to, are very despondent. Many saying that the arrest is just a little too late. Saying that despite those that have now been brought to book, there are still a lot more of other officials, in their opinion, far higher up in the chain of command as far as the state goes, that are still out, and as far as that goes, they don't see that there will be any changes. While they appreciate the arrests, they are still very despondent, understandably so. However, others have welcomed the arrests, and others are saying that this is a sign that indeed the tide is set to change, that those who engage in corrupt practices can do so thinking that they are doing so with impunity, but that the long arm of the law is showing that it will reach them, and that this should be a signal of change and a signal that the delivery that was expected will soon to come. So there's both hope and there's still a sense of despondency at the same time.
Thank you so much for that, Dumawole. That's Dumawole coming to us from Kutlwanong in the Free State.